You don't care what you're doing to me.
Hi, and thank you guys. My voice to say thank you very much for each and every subscribe, like, and please keep on commenting. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, where we dive into all things reality TV, celebrity news, and podcasts. I'm so excited to share all the latest gossip and updates with you. Get ready to be entertained and stay in the loop with all your favorite stars. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fun content. Let's jump.
Hi, and welcome. Not feeling too well, but I am going to do some hot topics. I'm gonna go around and see what's going on in the news at the moment. Um, I am not feeling too well, so my voice is a bit coarse at this present. So let me share my screen. Okay. So first one is Tyler Perry. We celebrate, and Meghan Markle also joined him, and Oprah as well.
You must be feeling a sense of gratitude and blessings given this week that you have had, right?
Yes, I try to always feel that and remember that. But this week is really, really, really amazing. So yeah.
You have, for a long time, since the start of your career, given others their flowers, and now tonight is your turn. But what do those still moments look like when you take a second, take a beat from your busy schedule, and just bask in all the love that you're receiving?
It's hard for me because it's easier for me to give and take care of others. So to receive it has always been really difficult. But I'm trying to be present and be in the moment tonight. So.
When you have people like Oprah and Meghan Markle in a room like this coming out just for you, not anyone else, but just for you, what does that moment feel like to receive that level of support?
Just to have people show up for you the way you showed up for them, it means the world. So I'm floored. I'm honored. I'm trying to hold it all together and take it all in.
What does 2025 look for you? Because you literally never stop working.
There's so many other things. We have 6 movies in the can already. So we'll just see. They're going to slowly start to come out one by one.
Now, this moment, you must be.
So it's so good that Meghan Markle has come out and support Tyler Perry back as well. When she was with the royal, after all of the problem that the royal have done to her and the media, she needed someone to help her to escape from the United Kingdom, and Tyler Perry was there to support her. He put her and Prince Harry in his home in America, and they stayed there until they was able to buy their own place. So that's quite good of him to do. All right, let me see what else going on in the news. I'll go to the shade room. Oh, here's some image of Meghan Markle. Looking amazing. Wow. She look amazing. I tell you that. Wow. She look good. I think I'll read this. We have found a natural champion in our royal patron, HRH, the Duchess of Sussex, following the serial of private visit as a volunteer in 2018. We were delighted to be chosen as one of the Duchess charity, and with her inspiration to lift up us. Look forward to reaching ever more women. The Duchess pageant age was inspired the woman we serve and has further encourage them to believe in themselves and get the job. Smart work is and always will be a volunteer lead. So that's what someone said. Okay, this is the leader of the charity that Megan work with, which is Smart Work Charity. And Megan, she have done a lot of charity from she very young. I'm gonna come out with a documentary about Meghan Markle very soon. Um, she's one of the lady that I've chosen to support on YouTube alongside Melody, and that's one of the reasons why my YouTube had that name. And because when I see them on YouTube bashing Megan every single day, I found it very, you know, hurtful. That not hurtful to me, but hurtful to what a woman that I've not done anything, and people are just attacking her because they don't like her or because of jealousy from the other royals. And I wanted to I wanted to come out and say something, and that's one of the reasons why I started this YouTube in the first place, in order to support women that been through a lot. And then obviously watching Unveil, that's when I pick up on Melody as well. Okay. George couldn't believe this man was being prosecuted for what he did. What? What did he do? Okay. Let me go to the shade room. See what's going on.
Like sometimes if he's crying and I know nothing is wrong, I will just watch him and I'll look at him. I'll be like, "You're okay, you're okay." Now he's learned, and me and Daryl laugh about this all the time. How if we like, there's like a level 1 of crying with Halo, then he'll do the level 2 where it gets louder. Then he'll do like level 3 where it incorporates a cough, where he's like, he'll like, start choking himself up a little bit. He'll start coughing. And then, because he knows we like, is he okay? Is he choking? And we look back. And then we're like, all right, he's good. He's just doing his little cough. And then it'll go to level 4, which is like bloody murder screaming. Yeah. It's a combination of it all. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So now he knows what to do. And then now, because he says mama like every once in a while, but when he wants me to do something for him, he will scream mama. He will be like, because when he says it, it's like, it's not rare anymore. It's like he realizes I instantly like drop what I'm doing and I go, "You said mama?" And I run to him. So now he's saying it a lot more. And he goes, "Mama!" Like the other day, I didn't take him out of his walker. He got so mad. He was crying. I'm like, "I just need to do these 2 things. You gotta walk. You're okay." Yeah. Yeah. And he screamed mama. It was the funniest thing. And I like started crying and I ran to him and everything. So now he knows. He knows how to get my attention where
This baby has been on YouTube all his life. That's how I feel right now. So baby Halo, I think Haley, she's explaining how her son tried to gain her attention. And she's a first time mom, so she's excited about every little thing, and I understand, because when I had my first child, It was so amazing. Every little thing they did, you just can't believe like this little small tiny thing can do these amazing things. Or like they want to get your attention, and the stuff they do is so funny because you're wondering like they're so smart and they're so tiny, and you can see he's so cute. Let me see what people say in the comment. People always coming for her and her child. Okay, Jessica said he's going to be smart and well spoken when he's a toddler because his parents don't use baby talk. DDG been having full blown regular conversation with that baby. And that is 100% true. And when your baby are young, you should not do baby talk. It said it in the baby book as well. You're supposed to speak to the baby like how you speak to the baby or you speak to everyone. Because if you're doing baby talk, then the baby end up not learning how to speak properly. So when I had my child, I always speak to them like how I speak to anyone. Obviously, I would not swear around the child or say anything that is not nice. But definitely, I'll speak to my baby, my son, and my daughter clear, like with full understanding, and until they fully understand me and they can speak clearly. And that's why my son, um, at 6 months, he was talking properly because by the time he reached 3, he was already saying words, and by the time he reached 6 months, he already was saying two words together. By the time he reached 8 months, he can speak a full blown um sentence, like at least 5 to 6 words he could put together as one sentence. And by the time he reached 1, he was talking like uh, like how I'm speaking right now, and he's very well spoken, and he's very good in English. So, and that's because I spoke to him very clear as was normal normal talking, not baby talking. Someone else said children learn the concept of manipulation. What? You think they manipulate? What? Manipulating their own baby? Why would they want to do that? Another person said cream. I love seeing new mom experience and enjoy motherhood for the first time. It's like this crazy, terrifying, but also super first experience. Yeah, it's so true. And as I just said, when you're a first mom, everything the child do is exciting. You just can't believe, but at the same time you have to believe. And that's what they're going through at this moment. When they have the second child, they already see everything already. Even though that second child gonna come with their own unique style, but by that time they already understand baby world already. So it's more easy and more like you're not really surprised too much. Depends on what the baby come up with or do. Yeah, so I'll leave that alone. Drop a gospel song. I've got you through some hard time. There's so many. Okay, what else in the news today? I'm not gonna speak about that one. Meat meal. Meat meal. He always says something so crazy and weird. This guy is so weird. I ain't gonna even read what he's saying. No way. Wow.
I gotta come through like a Rico.
Y'all need therapy.
I'm trying to find love, damn. I'm finna clock you with.
Okay, I'm finna clock you. What is the wildest sneaky link story you have? Do you require for your sexual partners to get tested? Have you ever been in an entanglement that you thought was chill, but it got way too deep?
I think the craziest one.
Get ready for the spiciest, realest conversations about relationships you ever heard.
Clock that.
Okay. So I guess that's the shade room with the Roomy Diary. Wow. Shade room is now a TV program now, you know. Okay, that play music. I'm not gonna talk about that one.
So they say the word conspiracy theory. That's all
theory is the only thing.
So Candice Harron speak on the music change in the Black community. We went from Michael Jackson to Whitney Houston to Sexy Red. Today, Black music is not inspirational anymore. Like, these rappers, they sing about crazy silliness that make no sense. Can't help no one, can't inspire no one. It's just all about making money and showing off their skin. That's it. Let me hear what they have to say.
That's the problem. The conspiracy to conspire is not an issue.
Yeah, but that is the truth. And that is why we should just call it out when we see it. This is what's happening. These people are conspiring. Like, that's what I do. And here's a document you can look at and see when they've done it in the past. And this is what's happening now. And I also listen to people. I don't gaslight people. So if an artist comes to me and says, I've been told to record something demonic, or I had a conversation with Amber Rose, and she a couple of weeks ago, and it was a lot of her telling me that she was basically just being pushed by people that you need to be more sexual. I accept that, obviously, at a certain point, and this gets into why you were saying why I won't bend for money. I wouldn't do it. I'm built different, you know? But I also acknowledge that these people are being pushed in a certain direction. Women, you're being told, can you make it sexier? I will not accept. The conspiracy to me is to try to convince me that the times have changed, and we went from, in the Black community, producing Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston to what really Black people really want to hear right now is Sexy Red. And so that's the reason why these record labels are going to Sexy Red and offering her a deal. I refuse to believe that. Okay, so yes, power is held by these labels when they go out, and I don't mean that as any disrespect to her. What I am saying is that frequencies are real.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Frequencies impact your spirit. You and I know that.
There's been brothels and strip clubs and stuff since the oldest profession.
I'm talking about music.
So,
right?
Okay, and like you said,
I'm talking, yes, and you are correct. But Confucius said, listen to the music,
and you'll be able to know the
and there's a reason for that.
Society.
He knew this. This Chinese philosopher knew this back when, and this people who, in my viewpoint, have a lot of power in the music industry also understand that. So they say the word conspiracy theory. That's all.
Theory is the only thing that's the problem. The conspiracy to conspire is not an issue.
Yeah, but that is the truth, and that is why we should just call it out when we see it. This is what's happening. These people are conspiring.
Okay, what she said is so true. Definitely, the music industry is what make today young kids very sexualized, don't have no care in this world. They're so selfish. It's all about money. And it's all because of the music industry, the movies. So it's not just the music, but also the movies as well. The things that they put out, they're trying to hypnotize these young kids into believe this is the way of how to make money. This is the way how woman and how man see woman, like Sexy Red. She's so disgusting, but they have her up there because they want her to be placed in front of kids to believe that these nastiness that she's doing is acceptable and they can do it too. Like, why encourage someone like Sexy Red and push your money behind her when she, with the behavior that she do, with the things she do, singing about period and her underwear. Like, kids are listening to this music and they're following and they think it's a good thing. And that to show you that's how they want the black community, because when they come to the different race, they don't really push people like Sexy Red. Why when it comes to black community, the music is always downgrade. The movies is always about slavery. Like, there's no movie showing black people working hard and achieving greatness. It's always about coming from slavery and this and that. So I agree with her. I don't always agree with Candice because she's like something else sometimes. But I agree with her with that one. So let me read some of the comment. Unpopular opinion. Singers back in the days were problematic too. Of course they were, but they did not expose it. Like in today's world, the um the artists, they want you to know what's going on in their life publicly, whether it be behind the scene or in front of the camera. They don't care. But then people were trained how to mix one to another. And obviously, some people may say, like, knowing how the artist is, then that mean you're not gonna support someone that is not good. But at the same time, people still support Sexy Red. They still support her. Queen said, hate her if you want, but she always speaking no lies. Yeah, for that one, I said yeah. And Love Meech said, can you hate her? But she isn't lying. This is a agenda, and You're falling for it. So true. And then another one I read. When we had Whitney, we had Kim, Trina, and Foxy. When we had Michael, we had Rick James. Stop the BS. As I said, they always push these people. It's not like they never pushed these people before, but at least there was one side they tried to put cleaner music, and then the other side, so you could pick and choose. Now you don't have no choice. These artists is pushing nakedness, dirty music. There's no, you can't think anymore. Like, you don't have just like, I can say, oh, I go with Whitney and you go with Kim. There's none of that anymore. There's no in between. It just straightforward. Just one type. And the last comment I read, unpopular opinion. At this point, I think she said enough 100 correct things to stop the 8 train. Yeah. I don't agree with what she said about Meghan Markle though. Because, you know, what she said about Meghan don't make no sense. So I've been hearing things about Papoose and Remy for quite a couple days now, and I think was it early this year we found out that Remy she was cheating on Papoose after he stood by her while she was in jail. And yes, she came out, and we thought they were, the best relationship on internet. And yeah, this year she decided that she wanted to cheat, and she did. Now I find out that Papoose is now dating someone, and now she's causing problem for him and the person he's dating because she's saying that they want to work on the relationship, and she's the one who caused the problem in the first place. So let's hear what he has to say.
One's all white, the strings hang from my jeans sports. Second shirt, man, look paralyzed. Rappers are more.
He's freestyling, so I'm not gonna listen. No, I should already. He said freestyling, so I should listen. Wait, I'll come back to that story anyway. Okay.
It's your daughter, Jasmine.
Yeah.
Let me go to this one because it's last week it was revealed that Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, their kids are engaged. So let's see what he have to say.
And Eddie Murphy's son,
Eric.
Eric. Yeah. So did they just get engaged?
Yeah, they just got engaged.
Do they have the date already? Let me know. Because my student. Right. Let me know. Hey man, with you and not Googling or the net worth, but we know you got some bread. We know that Eddie got some bread. Right. Who pays for the wedding?
Well, Eddie said I got to pay for it.
Who, you?
Yeah, he said I got to pay for it because he paid for his last daughter's wedding, like the last 6 weddings. So
what they got to do with you?
Wow. But he said it's my turn now.
So you can feel it.
So I don't mind. I don't mind.
It's your daughter, Jasmine.
Yes.
And Eddie Murphy's son,
Eric.
Yeah. So did they just get engaged?
Okay. So Martin has revealed that Eddie Murphy told him he has to pay for the wedding. Oh, that is so beautiful. Obviously, we know that Eddie Murphy has a lot of children. I think Eddie Murphy have 10 children. So I understand when Eddie Murphy said, you got to pay for this one. That man had a lot of kids, so imagine how much, I think he have about 4 daughters. Either 4 or 5. Daughter that he has, yeah. So I'm not surprised. So let's check it. Now Lauren's daughter Jasmine is engaged to Eddie Murphy's son Eric. One comedian is laying the law down, and who will be footing the bill for the wedding. During their appearance, the big boy neighborhood, Martin explained that he had volunteered to pay for the wedding by Eddie. The bad boy star recalled Eddie telling him he needs to pay because he already paid for 6 weddings for his kids. If you recall, Eddie has 10 kids. Oh, he has 10. Just him. Okay, so let me read the comment. So RMVJ said, just imagine their child growing up and telling their friends that Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence is their grandfather. That's gonna be dope. Of course, I can imagine. Like just imagine having grandparents that are the greatest comedian right now. You know, that's amazing. Another comment I read, and they said, when it's time for both dad to speak on the mic, I can imagine it's been a comedic moment. Yeah. I think it's a good blend. Very good one. Mhm. That is so funny when he said, Eddie Murphy said, I already paid for 6 kids. It's your turn. Okay. So, judge dismissed several claims in lawsuit against Lizzo and touring company. And if I go back into 2023, Lizzo was accused and sued by 3 of her um, workers, and they said because Lizzo was like being mean to them, and they said Lizzo was fat shaming them as well, and forcing them to do stuff that they didn't want to do, allegedly. So Lizzo didn't really say much about what happened. She leave it up to the lawsuit, and well, now it's come out that she's now got several of the claims dismissed. I want to speak about it because we all spoke about it before when she did got the case in the first place. So in September 2023, lawsuit Asha accused Lizzo, Big Girl, Big Girl, Big Tour company of fostering a style work environment and failing to pay overtime. However, a judge dismissed these claims, citing that Daniel was on tour in Europe where U.S. labor law do not apply, and found no evidence of unpaid overtime, according to page 6. Okay, Daniel also alleged racial and sexual harassment by Lizzo and tour manager, claiming violation of Title V7, I think, or V4. The judge ruled in favor of Lizzo team, noting that the defense cannot be held personally liable under Title V7. That's the reason I didn't really say much. I said I leave it up to the law. Because she took them on tour in I forgot the name of the place in Europe, and she took them out to have a good time, and they were having a good day. They wanted to go, and they're trying to say they didn't want to go. I understand if your boss invite you to somewhere, you have the right to say no. And you didn't. You said you feel like you could not say no, because if you said no, she would have removed you off the tour. So basically, you were going in order to impress her, so she won't remove you off the tour. So I don't understand how that is a forced labor, because you willing to go because you wanted to keep your spot on the tour. Don't everyone do stuff in order for the boss to promote them? Should people then start to say it's forced labor because I went over and beyond to do stuff for my boss so that I can be promoted? People do anything for money, and because it's three of these workers that team up together, they feel like they would have a more stronger lawsuit against her, even when they're trying to say that she fat shamed them. But Lizzo is a heavy woman, and she always promote heavy woman. So it's weird, how would she fat shame you when she's promoting fat shame and she herself is fat? So I didn't believe everything what they were saying. No, I did not believe them fully. So just have to wait and see what else come out and get dismissed. Lizzo hate is so forced. People just hate to see her win. Mm, maybe, because people tend to dislike larger women, and they tend to feel like if you have a plus size body, then you are not value enough as a slimmer version. And Lizzo is very talented, extremely talented woman. Her size should not matter, whatever she do, but it does in today's world. And somebody else say, great, they were only looking for money anyway, not justice. Yeah, I believe that too. Another one said, I think this one is a Tarek. Why do you hate Lisa so bad? She unproblematic and mind her business, is given jealousy from black women. It wasn't just a black woman that filed a lawsuit. It was a Latino as well. So come on. It wasn't a black thing. Another person said, I like Lizzo, and yeah, did her dirt for nothing. Okay, yeah, they did her dirty for nothing. There's so much people that came out and wanted to, you know, disconnect from Lizzo. I think it's only when Beyonce show that she still support Lizzo is when people stop to um blacklist her, because there were so many people coming out and so much fans turn against Lizzo. It's only when they see that Beyonce still support Lizzo is when many of them like, okay, let's wait and see how this play out. Many of them was like bashing her, and you see now now they see certain things as now being dismissed. Now people are coming out with like, oh yeah, people hating her and this and that. But many of these people that talking in this comment was bashing Lizzo. I was not one of them, so I'm not gonna say I didn't think, oh, maybe one or two stuff could be true, maybe one or two could not be true. But I did not believe everything they say. When I hear, some of the stuff what they were saying, I was like, no, this made no sense. It's like common sense. You have to use it sometime. And another person said it was money grab for those people. They were obviously lying. Yeah, they were. Should I move to a different? I want something juicy to talk about. There's a couple stuff that was like so good. Rihanna and Rocky. Okay, let me hear what Steve Harvey have to say.
Mouth shut. Just shut up. Don't say nothing. It's best don't say nothing. There ain't no trying to fix. That way you ain't got to fix. What if you're right? What? What did he say? What did you say? What if you're right? What if you're right? Are you married? Yes, I am. You actually said that? What if you right? When? I mean, sometimes. What? Boy, your dumb ain't gonna make 15. I can tell you that right
now. So true. Some of these men, they don't know when to be quiet, you know. I'm not saying that a man should like sit in a relationship and never like speak or, you know, put their thought in whatever is going on in the house. But sometimes these guys, they're competing with their wife. Many of them are competing. And that's why the relationship cannot work, because the woman is here all day running the house, and the man come home and he feel like, oh yes, you are the head of the house. Doesn't mean that everything you say is true or right. When you have not been home all day. So I would say that most men, if they support their wife, especially when it comes to children, whatever you're dealing with kids, like come together and work together. It's better for the children. And when it comes to shopping and how the house run, if you like sit down and communicate together, and you know, if you don't agree with everything, like speak about it before, you know, anyone go to their bed, because you don't want to like go to bed being upset because you did not talk about whatever issue that, you know, going on. Because sometimes it's not just about cheating why relationship do not work. Sometimes relationship do not work because a guy refused to listen, refused to be quiet, and it made the house horrible. So let's read some comment. A wise person once said, you want to be right or you want to be married? Say that again to those men who don't hear. I think that's it. Okay, Asha celebrate his daughter's birthday. There's a couple of stuff that I want to speak about, but it's all the way down, and I think this is one of it. Yeah. So yes, Tokyo Tony and Khloe Kardashian. Like Khloe, I'm tired of her trying to act like she's this good, great person, and always coming for people when, you know, when they're doing good. Or it would give Khloe the right to like judge Tokyo Tony about being kind and giving away to people, when Khloe was the same one using Christian small brother. Christian, no, I mean Thompson, Trishan Thompson, is brother is disabled, and they have him on the show. Why is he on the show? Why does he need to be on the show? Because she wanted people to feel sorry and to see that, oh, Thompson was some good human being, even though he's a serial cheater on her. And she was this good woman who this man cheated on so many times, but look how she's taking care of his disabled brother while his mom is no longer alive. She was using all of that in her family show. So who is she to speak about anybody else? She's a hypocrite.
Dear Chloe, I'm the one who gave my daughter the papers that your mother tried to swipe our grandchild out of everything she could ever own. I'm the one who did it. Let's tell that part. Yeah. Let's not forget again that time you brought the homeless man to your house, girl. You brought the homeless man to your house. Was that a movement? But it sounds like you said you don't do that. You put him on TV too. You are a homeless case. You came out your mother's ass. That's why your hair is brown. You wondered. Now you know. Since you want to stir up the pot, I'll take a lie detector. Since you want to stir up the pot, I'll take a lie detector. Do a food drive or I'm snitching. On your.
Why is she gonna snitch about?
No comment. Huh? You know you love that 7-Eleven at the top of the hill, Calabasas, where about to swing around. I say you 4 or 5 times. But you didn't appeal to me to say hello. No comment.
Oh, God.
What's my baby to play? What you want?
Okay, so that's Tokyo, giving out food for Thanksgiving, which is a great thing to do. But Chloe didn't like that, and especially you have the little girl Dream recently came out and said she's the only Kardashian. Grandchildren, of all of the grandchildren, Dream is the only Kardashian, and I feel like Chloe didn't like that. So she wanted to fling something at Black China and her mother. And since Black China didn't do anything, the only person she could fling on is Tokyo Tony. And hear what Chloe said when in the comment. And she know that people would definitely see what she's saying. She did it intentional. She said, and I'm not knocking what anyone else chose to show. Like, girl, hypocrite. Or keep to themselves. But personally, when people fall on hard time, I don't feel it's right to publicize that on my own personal pat on the back. You did that with Tristan, you did that with Tristan, young disabled brother. That's exactly what you did. You use him, and then once you get whatever you need to get out of that, we don't see him anymore on the show. I lighten a charity. You did worse than that. And that needs some awareness is one thing. But I don't feel comfortable highlighting people when they are at their low point in their life. To each their own. I'm only speaking for myself. We don't want to hear from you. We don't want to hear what you say. We don't want to hear it, girl. Keep it to yourself. You should have known better to put it out because you know people was gonna see it and say something. Hypocrite. And someone is say, not only did they parade a homeless man on the show, they also explore Lamar and his addiction for rating. Stop the cap. Huh, tell her again. Another person said, yeah, this lady is funny as I'm sorry. Do a food drive or I'm snitching. Like what? Oh. Another person said, unpopular opinion. I love when she goes at the Kardashian because everyone else are scared of them. So true. And that is it. I'll come back with another video soon. All right. So that's my art topic for today. And I'm gonna come back with another video to do with Carlos live in the next couple minutes. Please like the video and subscribe and share it and leave a comment as well. Thank you so much.